Welcome to the Chewing the Fat podcast, where real topics are discussed by fake individuals with fake opinions. Even if it's the host or the guest, don't take them seriously. And if you do get offended, guess what? Shit happens. Leave it below in the comment section. Let's roll.
Right, good people.
Oh shit! You was gonna bring us in, brother?
Shit, my bad, man. I thought
shit.
you wanted me to do it.
Let's
start.
Hey, y'all. Dan DeVille is gonna take the wheel and turn the corner with the fifth wheel and the Cadillac grill. Go ahead, Dan DeVille. Bring us in, Dan DeVille. Bring us in.
Yeah, good people. Yeah, we back once again, chewing the fat with the conversation for the nation. You know, a couple things that's gonna help you spark your imagination and think your thought process a little bit better throughout the week. You know, it's a beautiful day out here in Atlanta, raining, and you know that's great. You know, clean up some of this dirty stuff going on, dirty spirits, dirty people. You know, bring some cleanliness back into the world. You know, my brother
man.
Jay, how you feeling today?
Man, hey, Dan DeVille, I really enjoyed you just see, man. I don't think people understand. We kind of getting off topic before we even get on topic here, but I gotta say it because we're new as far as you all seeing this channel. And big shout out to the subscribers that have been subscribing. Big shout out to the people that's been sharing the videos. Big shout out to the people who agree and don't agree, but take the time to leave their commentary below in the comment section. But me and Dan DeVille are just starting this platform, right? It's not like we're new to a platform, but we're starting off a new platform because we felt there's there needs to be a different type of conversation, or a conversation that might seem kind of like others, but is very limited and very few willing to have these conversations.
That's right.
So when we was getting this stuff started, of course you got people you're going to approach. And really when you start building a platform like this, you really don't want to venture out to people you don't really know. You kind of want to sit down with people and have this conversation of family or people that you really know, because in some situations, you can have a conversation that might not go right, people getting their feelings, but if you with somebody that really know you, it only goes so far, and then the respect and love is still there. So to see Dan DeVille jump out the window and say, I'm about to go ahead and take point, hey, that's when you know you were fucking with a real soldier, which you know you got somebody that if you fall, that brother gonna step right up to the line. You ain't gonna have to turn around and watch his behind go the other way around. So I really do.
From that cloth.
Yeah, man. And y'all gotta understand, Dan DeVille, he really new to this shit. So that right there, brother, I commend you on that, man. I love you, man.
Brother.
I love you,
you
bro.
too, brother. I appreciate that, man. You know, shoot, man.
All
Put
day
a
long.
little bit better effort every day. You know, shoot, if it work, keep doing it, man. That's all, man.
That's it. And this is more like therapy for us, but and we're about to get into a topic right now that in some cultures, or if it was some people up there, this shit would be on fire. I know for a fact Nick Cannon has been blazed for some of this situations that we're about to get into. We got our boy Elon Musk, you know, fresh off him and the Trump breakup. They going through a lovers quarrel right now.
Mr.
But Elon
Ketamine.
Musk, yeah, he's
yeah, Mr. Ketamine. You know that's the talk. You know, say he's sneaking and geeking. He microdosing, as they say.
Sneak, geek. Hey, so we're gonna play this clip to kind of bring y'all in on it, and then we're gonna talk about it like we always talk. So let's check this out.
To the world, his 14th child.
A lot of kids.
That's a lot of kids. Apparently, he's being judged for it. He now has a fourth child with Neuralink executive Siobhan Zilis. Musk's many children, by the way, are with 4 different women. And every birth announcement, he faces backlash online. One ex-user.
You know what?
Man.
Hey, she has some. You know, I just listening to that clip. Hold on, bro. I gotta look something up. Go ahead, man. Go ahead and tell me what you think about it while I look this up, because there was something very interesting there. I want to check it out.
Now this is interesting, man, because this is rarely talked about. This man has made it into the co-commander in chief role of the United States of America. You know, but again, birds of a feather flock together. You know,
True.
His buddy Trump the same. You know, they getting money, dumping off babies. You know, they technically live in the rapper and the athlete lifestyle. You know, they just of a different hue. You know, however, the rappers and the athletes, you know, get dogged about it. You know, they get drug on it. You know, you know, seeing this breakout right here, it kind of made me interested in his race to space. You know,
Express the space.
what do you really want to do, Elon? You know, so what are you really trying to do up there, Elon?
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, man, this is what in the world? 14, huh?
14,
14,
man.
huh?
14. Double the good God number, 7, double
Right,
that up, you got
Lord.
14. He might try to hit 21. I was, the name, when she struggled with the name Siobhan Willis, I kind of had an assumption that is this a black woman, right?
I thought it,
With this,
yeah.
but it's not. Siobhan Willis is not. She's not black. She's not black. I thought for a minute Elon was practicing that slave house mentality,
yeah.
trying to plenty the Lord. Listen, Elon Musk is out here sorting his royal oats, like Jeffrey Joffa Jr., man.
Ain't it, man?
It seems, and I want to say I'm not gonna give him any more. Because honestly, bro, I don't even give Nick Cannon flack. I know a lot of people give this entire situation flack, more so when it comes to black men, because there's a false narrative out there that it is black fathers on a large scale that don't take care of their kids. It's black fathers on a large scale that are not in the home. It's black fathers on a large scale that are not loving fathers, and that is a false narrative. There are an abundant amount of white men who are unloving and horrible fathers, and they are not in the home. And even if they are in the home, it's horrible. So I want to put that out there first, not excusing any man that looks like me or that is in my culture, because I hold them extremely accountable for what you're supposed to be. There are people that I'm not even cool with anymore because they literally decided on their own, because of a breakup, they weren't going to take care of the kids. There's no way I can rock with a motherfucker that decides you're going to penalize a child because you and the woman did not work out. So now you're going to crucify this child emotionally and mentally throughout their life to try to figure out what they did wrong. I can't rock with you on that shit. You feel me?
That's weird.
Right. It's weird shit, bro. It is weird to me. So with Elon Musk having 14 kids, I hate it for these kids, because I see the way Elon Musk conducts himself, but in the same manner is there's a thing where people feel, okay, these kids got everything they could possibly want. That's not always true. The financial aspect of it is a variable, but a kid having that relationship to wake up in the morning, to see the mom, to see the dad, to be able to have those parents counterpart, regardless if you're separate, because you can still make it work separate, right? You can still be separated and still parent a child very wholesomely. I just wonder, is Elon Musk doing that? Because I never saw Elon Musk carry around his son as much as he has since. I felt like he might have thought he was in danger since the Trump situation. I never saw Elon with his kid that much before this whole White House administration situation, unless you have, brother. I haven't.
Brother, I hadn't seen it. What I would say is this: he's created 4 broken homes. Cam Newton was just crucified about this 2 months ago.
Facts.
Cam's got 8 kids.
Yes.
You see him with his kids all the time.
You do.
He was crucified for it.
He was.
Broken home. Yeah, and still this is because it's Elon Musk, Mr. Tesla. It's cute and it's okay, and he's welcoming his 14th child by the 4th woman. You know what?
Right.
Shoot, hey, if he works hard, he may hit 20 by 2030.
There you go.
Hey, ding, 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 ding. What does he want, good people? They make light of it, brother.
They do.
I don't appreciate it. Just call it for what it is. Call it for what it is. Is mismanaging his passions and his lusts. You follow me?
Indeed.
Had it been either one of us and we apply for a government job.
Oh.
And you got child support. No, sir. Denied. Right. And still he was able to run Doge, and stand next to the president and call shots. So it's these things need to be talked about. Just call it for what it is. It's not a level playing field. Things aren't looked at equally. You know, but we got to talk about it for what it is, you know, instead of putting our head in the sand.
Oh,
You know,
ostrich.
you know, it may change, may not change, but you know, it need to be spoke about. You know, what's the difference between the two? You know, you got Cam Newton over here, you got Elon over here. You know, what's the only difference?
That's what it is. That is what it is. And I just want I want to know how people sit and talk about it and then decide, because I don't think this is going to last long. I think this is going to come and it's going to go, right? It's going to come and go. They're going to let it slide to his 15th. They'll bring it up like it's a damn New Year's Eve party.
Exactly.
But I wonder if media talking heads or journalists are going to dig as deep as they would, as they did on Tyreek Hill, as they did on Cam Newton, as they did on Nick Cannon, as they do on so many other black successful men or black men known in the public, to try to scrutinize and ridicule him for what they would want people to perceive as an irresponsible black man in America, and this is why you don't want to be with him. I wonder how deep they're going to go to find out how much time is Elon Musk really spending with these kids, or where are these kids living, and has Elon Musk, when's the last time he visited these kids, and then go talk to the moms, because that's how far they go when it comes to us being on the stage when this is the show. This is the show. You got another kid. Hey, if I'm having another child, and you said it very accurately, and it goes both ways, mismanaging you said something else. I was gonna say fetishes. What did you say? You said mismanaging your what?
Passions and
your
your
passions.
lusts.
Right, your passions and your lust. That can't be, nothing's good about that. Nothing's good about what Elon Musk is doing. Nothing's good about what he's done is late. And it's very funny, as soon as he does something like separate himself to some degree from Trump, then people are like, oh, Elon might be trying to take the right. And so it's like everything else just goes out the door. But nobody looks at all the charitable work that Nick Cannon does. Like when that comes up about him as kids, when Cam Newton came up, you're not talking about all the 7-on-7s and the kid
all the
activations he's doing in his community. He's not left his community alone, as well as not leaving his kids alone. You're not talking about Tyreek Hill and all the things he's involved in on a positive note. You just go in and you just try to exploit him. Y'all need to exploit the shit out of Elon Musk for real. This man got all types of shit washing up on the beach from SpaceX, trash and litter. This man's trying to do backdoor deals to try to circumvent the FAA, which puts people in danger. This man has been involved in this whole coup of all of a sudden people with Social Security been getting paid because they weren't supposed to get paid. It's been nothing but a fuck show. And until this whole thing, I believe, is derived around money, nobody like Elon Musk has not been put on the stage for what he needs to be put on the stage for. So 14 kids. It's 4 different women?
4 different women.
4 different women, 14 kids.
Right.
Yeah. You doing something wrong. I mean, because y'all would shit on a black woman if she had just 2 babies all day long.
You know, I'm curious because the lines have gotten so blurred, brother, about morality.
Mm-hmm.
The lines have gotten blurred. Man, it can't be 2 people do the same thing, but because one of a different skin color, it's wrong just because of your skin color. You know, you're a bad person, and man, these things got to be talked about, man. This don't make sense.
Right.
You know, it's irritating.
That's what I was going to say. This shit is irritating. That's what I was going to say. Nah, it's just irritating because I understand it, but like you said, it doesn't make sense, but I understand why people are doing it, and what I understand is what Dan DeVille just said. It's wrong. That's what I understand. It's wrong. So we're gonna leave that at that. I want to know how you all feel about it. I want to know what you think about Elon Musk and his parading of dropping off sperm in every direction that he can and having 14 kids. And I want to know if you live in a family arrangement type situation where you might have 13, 10, even 8. If you got 8 siblings, I would like to know what has your experience been while being raised in a situation because I haven't been raised with 10 siblings, 8 siblings. by one person. Like, that's crazy. We have so many blended family type situations where, okay, my sister got a different dad and I got a different dad and then my dad ain't around. So then I want to know how it is if somebody's actually been parented or been raised to know that your one dad has 10 other children, and how does that shit even work? Like, what is that dynamic like? That's kind of crazy work to me.
The math don't work, brother, because it's the math don't work, brother. It's 24 hours in a day, and we both know, brother, one child take 27 hours and it ain't but 24 in a day. So when you get to add in 2 and 3 and then they in different households, man, somebody getting shortchanged.
True. Somebody is getting shortchanged.
Somebody getting left out in the cold. So it's and that child is being left out. They gonna harbor those feelings.
Yep.
And
True.
yeah, man. It's just let's be better, people. Let's
just be better.